When Ruben Amorim walked into Old Trafford last November, many believed Manchester United were about to enter a bold new era, young, fearless, and modern. But nearly a year on, what remains is not a revolution, but a trail of worrying statistics and a system increasingly seen as rigid and predictable. The numbers tell the story. In 31 Premier League matches under Amorim, United have won just 8 times, the lowest tally among the 17 teams to play continuously in that span. Even more damning, they have not managed to win back-to-back league games once. That tiny detail speaks volumes about a team trapped in perpetual inconsistency. The current campaign has only just begun. Yet, after 4 games, they sit 14th with 4 points, their worst start since the 1992-1993 season. A supercomputer projection has even delivered a chilling verdict. United's chance of relegation sits at 11%, higher than their odds of finishing in the top 5, which stand at 7.3%. At the heart of the crisis is Amorim's unwavering commitment to his 3-4-2-1 system. On paper, it offers balance between defense and attack. In reality, it leaves United with only 2 central midfielders holding the fort, too easy for opponents to overwhelm. Fulham's Marco Silva admitted openly that to disrupt United's midfield, he simply deployed an extra player like Alex Iwobi to tilt the numbers. That straightforward tweak has become a template to expose United's soft underbelly. Recent matches have further exposed the fragility. Take their goal conceded against City. Manuel Ugarte misread the play. Lenny Yoro's inexperience was laid bare against technically sharp attackers, and Luke Shaw, trusted for his know-how, was undone by lack of pace, arriving late to every challenge. These weren't isolated blunders. They've become recurring patterns. The pressing is uncoordinated, the link between midfield and defense fragile, and the goals conceded often follow an eerily familiar script. When errors repeat, they cease to be individual mistakes. They become systemic flaws. The very framework designed to provide United with a tactical edge has morphed into a liability. Amorim's stubbornness is beginning to feel like a trap, turning what was supposed to be a long-term project of renewal into a straitjacket. Instead of forging a fresh identity, the 3-4-2-1 has made United one of the most predictable sides in the league. Opponents know exactly how they'll play, where the weaknesses are, and how to exploit them. A philosophy that should have been the backbone of a new era has instead become a shackle, dulling the edge of talented players, suffocating creativity, and stripping away the very unpredictability that once defined United under Sir Alex Ferguson. If the numbers suggest Ruben Amorim is failing on the pitch, his demeanor and words paint an entirely different picture. Here is a man so steadfast in his beliefs that many call him stubborn, someone willing to shoulder all the pressure in order to defend his philosophy. After a humbling 3-0 defeat to Manchester City, he didn't hide. Instead, he delivered a blunt declaration: "I am not going to change. When I want to change my philosophy, I will change. If not, you have to change the man." It was more than a soundbite. It was a message aimed not just at the media, but at the boardroom and even his own dressing room. A shield for Amorim, yes, but one that also placed him in direct confrontation with anyone unwilling to follow his path. At press conferences, he often clings to signs of progress only he seems to see. He insists United now control games better than before, even citing his past triumph with Sporting when they beat City 4-1 as proof his system can work at the highest level. He even admitted, "Until I am here, I will do my best. I really want to win games. I am suffering more than them." The problem is, those words collapse under the weight of reality. United have played over 6 hours of Premier League football this season, but managed just 1 goal from open play. Bruno Fernandes, pushed too deep into a fragile role that doesn't suit him, touched the ball 86 times in the derby, but not once inside the penalty area. Benjamin Šeško, billed as the new hope up front, had more touches than Erling Haaland, yet produced an expected goals tally of just 0.03. These numbers highlight the chasm between Amorim's convictions and United's output, feeding a suffocating sense of disconnect around the club. The patience of the fans is wearing thin. Comparisons with Erik ten Hag are becoming louder, another manager accused of rigidity, another project built on belief that eventually crumbled. Critics argue United are stuck in the same vicious cycle, changing coaches but never fixing the core. Inside the club, the mood is no better. Roy Keane has bluntly suggested that United's players no longer truly believe in the system Amorim is forcing upon them. The shadow of doubt now hangs heavy, stretching from the stands down into the dressing room itself. For now, Manchester United's hierarchy continues to stand behind Ruben Amorim, at least publicly. Reports from the Manchester Evening News confirm that Ineos and Sir Jim Ratcliffe are not yet considering the sack. That patience signals United's desire to avoid repeating the endless cycle of changing managers too soon. But make no mistake, this backing is not unconditional. The current unrest isn't only about poor results, it also stems from an incomplete squad-building strategy. United spent over £230 million this summer to bring in Benjamin Šeško, Brian Mbeumo, and Matheus Cunha, all exciting additions meant to supercharge the attack. Yet midfield reinforcements never came. The result? Bruno Fernandes has been dragged out of his natural role, playing deeper and exposed as a weak link. Wingbacks like Patrick Dorgu, Nussair Mazraoui, Luke Shaw, and Diogo Dalot have all disappointed, failing to press effectively or provide the attacking width demanded in a back three system. For all that money spent, the squad still feels unfinished, lacking the right pieces to turn the manager's blueprint into reality. United's history tells a very different story. Back in 1992-93, the team also endured a poor start, but Sir Alex Ferguson adjusted, inspired, and transformed setbacks into the launchpad for a dynasty. Amorim, by contrast, is being criticized for refusing to adapt, clinging to a philosophy that's exposing flaw after flaw. Where Ferguson embodied flexibility, Amorim is being painted as a man stubbornly wedded to theory, blind to reality. The script ahead hinges on the coming fixtures. The real question isn't, do the fans believe? Because they don't. Many already see Amorim's project as a failed sequel to Ten Hag's. Instead, the question falls squarely at the feet of Sir Jim Ratcliffe. Does he truly believe in Amorim's vision enough to ride out the storm? Or will he choose to cut ties before the risks become irreversible? After nearly a year, Amorim's Old Trafford project stands on the brink. The numbers don't lie. A rigid philosophy has turned United into a predictable, lifeless side. The fans' patience is gone, and now every eye is fixed on Ratcliffe. His next move, stick or twist, will not only decide Amorim's future, but could define Manchester United's immediate destiny.